In this presentation, we will describe the treatment of water from a reservoir to make potable water, so to make water which is safe to drink. First of all, water will be collected in a reservoir, so these are made to store fresh water from rivers. Then, water will pass to a settlement tank, which is known also as a sedimentation tank. Sand and soil will settle down in this sedimentation tank, and aluminum sulfate will be added. Why do we need to add aluminum sulfate? Aluminum sulfate is added so that small particles of dirt will clump together so that they sink to the bottom of the water. Now they are heavier than water, so they will sink at the bottom of the tank, and the sludge that collects will be dumped in a landfill site where it forms mud. So first of all, water will be collected in a reservoir. Then it will pass to a sedimentation tank where soil and sand will settle down at the bottom. Then aluminum sulfate will be added so that small particles of dirt will clump together and they will sink at the bottom. Then comes the filtration stage, where water will be passed through a special filter which is made of fine sand and gravel. The stage of filtration is important because it will remove any remaining particles of mud or grit, so the water obtained now is clean. Pay attention that the water is clean, however, it may be not yet safe to drink. So at the filtration stage, we have a special filter which is made of fine sand and gravel, and its function is to remove any remaining small particles. Now the water looks clean. However, it may still contain harmful bacteria and thus we can't drink it. And now we are at the stage of disinfection. A small amount of chlorine will be added to the water to kill any bacteria in the water. Other than chlorine, we can use ozone, O3, or we can shine UV light on the water. So this is the disinfection step where chlorine will be added. So the name of this step may be also chlorination. Why do we add chlorine? We add chlorine to kill any bacteria present in the water. Then the pH of the water will be checked and corrected so that it's neutral. Then it will be stored in large tanks and service reservoirs, and now it's ready to be pumped to homes, schools, offices, and factories. In some countries, there is sufficient rain and natural supplies of fresh water to satisfy the needs of the population and industry. However, in other countries with much drier climates, so there's no rain, and few sources of natural fresh water, it may be somehow difficult to obtain enough potable water. In such countries, they use seawater or salty water from marshes to make potable water. So they have to make pure water, and this is done by distillation. We have here salty water. By distillation, we will be able to obtain pure water. However, the problem is that distillation is an expensive process. Can you guess why it's expensive? Because boiling large amounts of water will cost so much energy.